Water. Earth. Fire. Air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Huh?
Stop it. Get some help.
Hey, okay, so recently, Netflix announced that they're creating a live-action remake of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Upon seeing this announcement, I realized that I had never really watched the original show. I had a basic understanding of the show. I remember back in 6th grade, I had a friend who told me all about it, and my sister would watch it on the living room TV all the time. So I'd seen bits and pieces of it. I was actually super into Avatar for like a really short time, so much so that I actually went and saw the 2010 live-action movie, I'm ashamed to say it, twice. And all I can remember from the movie was some yin-yang fish pond and a terrible pronunciation of Aang.
My name is Ang. And I'm the Avatar.
Needless to say, I kind of lost interest after that. So I did what any good Christian boy would do, confess his sins on Twitter. Confession. I never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I did see the bad live-action movie, lol. The movie was so bad, you need to watch the series. You're dead to me. You're dead to me as well. I never watched it either. You're dead to me too. People really take the show seriously. I mean, it's gotta be worth checking out, right? Right. I spent the next few days watching all 3 seasons of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and holy crap, why did I not watch this sooner? I'm gonna talk about what I thought about it, but I'm not gonna mention any spoilers, just in case you're like me and for some reason have waited all this time to watch it. But I highly recommend you give it a shot. Trust me, if you haven't seen it, you're missing out. Okay, so somehow it reminds me of Star Wars: The Clone Wars because it starts off really childish, but as it gets going, it gets really, really, really good. And you know, that kind of makes sense because Dave Filoni, the guy who's in charge of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, he was responsible for directing a couple of Avatar episodes, so that's cool. Season 1 was probably my least favorite of the 3 seasons because of the childish nature of it.
But he's special. I can tell. I sense he's filled with much wisdom.
See? Now my tongue is stuck like this.
But that's not to say it wasn't any good. One of my favorite things about the show is how detailed and interesting the characters are. It was a tough decision, but I think Iroh was my favorite character. He's such a wise, laid-back, and funny guy with a tragic backstory.
Little soldier boy, come marching home. Brave soldier boy, comes marching home.
But when he needs to get serious, he kicks butt. I actually wish we saw just a little bit more of his butt kicking because that was awesome. My other favorite characters were, of course, Toph, Zuko, and Aang. Gotaro was also really cool. Sokka kind of annoyed me at first, but pretty early on I grew to appreciate his character, so I was happy with him in the end. Other characters that annoyed me include this guy, Jet, and now that I think about it, like 90% of the Earth Kingdom. Like, seriously, what's with these guys? I thought Azula was a good villain, although she bothered me a tiny bit, but I give her a pass because her facial expressions were phenomenally animated, and she reminds me of my own sister. And by that, I mean completely mentally insane. No offense, Alyssa. The ending of the show is very satisfying. There are still a couple of questions left unanswered, but I guess we'll have to see if we get any answers in the sequel show, The Legend of Korra. All in all, I give Avatar: The Last Airbender an 8.5 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 on a good day. And now, it's time to feed my Funko Pop addiction. Does anyone know where I can find the Azula exclusive? Alright, I'm gonna go watch Korra now. I've heard mixed reviews, so fingers crossed it's good. Anyways, thank you for clicking on the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.